It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Man in motion is Brown. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Daniels. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. He'll try to run for it. And Daniels will have the first down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So they come to the line for first down and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Zach Cunningham, the linebacker, on the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They face 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if forward on 4th.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
You could just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along, but that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
You see Jared Goff now taking the field, and he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, and he's certainly quieted a lot of skeptics around the league, Mike, and leading this Lions team to the NFC Championship just a season ago. He has his eyes set on taking that next step, and a strong performance here certainly help him achieve that goal.
Right to the air, here's Goff, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. His throw left side is complete. Goff hooking up with his tight end Laporta, and they give the Lions a 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Williams in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. A tackle made by the former first-rounder, Javon Kinlaw. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Goff. A throw complete to Tim Patrick. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8. Goff into the hands of Brock Wright. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They hand it to Gibbs. And he had to push through one tackler, but is racked up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Williams in motion. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Here's Gibbs. He is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin Eckler now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see the football for the second time. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. He'll go play action with Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. On play action, Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniel. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here's Tress Way now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. No chance at all. He'll go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And this ball incomplete on third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Here's Daniels. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Now the return, and it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over once again. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. First and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big...
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Throwing, Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. 15 yards through the air. 1st down, Detroit.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Goff to throw on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end, Laporta. And he's into the end zone. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Eckler on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Slot receiver headed right. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he'll take this up to the 30. A pickup of 5. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
The Commanders about to send this one away. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. To throw is Goff. That's caught by Gibbs.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Third and a yard. Look wide, get this one complete, and he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5. but it will keep the drive going. On the ground, this is Gibbs. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Goff. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders are back within 4. It is 14-10. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Reynolds now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Here's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now, Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Eckler on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. Off the zone read, Daniels gonna hang on to it. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. Daniels now gonna look to throw. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. On the zone read, here's Daniels. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
2nd down and 8. A give, and here comes Robinson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And that is incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take it. The Lions offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Goff. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's a run with Eckler. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. The Commanders set to kick this one away as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll go play action with Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. Throwing here is Goff. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on second down, Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
On third down, they go with Gibbs. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Jack Fox now, as he's on to punt for Detroit. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Reynolds now on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Goff. This one caught by Patrick. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On the jet sweep, the give to St. Brown. And not a whole lot there as he'll get to midfield, and that's all. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Receiver in motion, going right. On 2nd down, Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is Marcus Davenport in there for the sack.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. To throw is Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on third down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
On fourth down, out comes the punter. This is taken at his own 30. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Goff fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Goff to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
To throw is Goff. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Williams in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there, now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The Lions will punt this ball away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Commanders will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Goff to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. It is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he will get into the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will go up by 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Eckler on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll go play action here with Daniels. A throw on the move is caught. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to run it.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
Here's Robinson. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Aiden Hutchinson, the former 1st rounder, in on the tackle. They'll go again with Robinson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On play action, Daniels. Now he takes off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Off the RPO, this one to McLaurin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up.
And he'll take it on in. Terry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders. Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders will tie this game at 24. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
From the gun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's the Lions punt team now. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense and Terry McLaurin heading out onto the field. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The Lions offense make their way out to take over once more. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing here is Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing, Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. Important punt here in this tie game late. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. It's a quick throw over to Samuel. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. On the option, here's Robinson. And he will have the Commanders' 1st down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That pass taken in by McCoy. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Quick throw here is complete. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Commanders will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Goff going to get this out to St. Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run with Montgomery. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. He'll get this out wide. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal, but either way, I'm coming away with points.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw is Goff. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He gets it to Samuel, left side.
I'll be honest, Mike. I think everyone in this stadium, when that ball went up, you're thinking pick. Fortunately for him, there wasn't a defender in the area, and he's able to reel it in for a nice gain.
3rd and a yard. Third and a yard, it's Daniels. Has his man, it's Samuel. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Washington. A give, and here comes Robinson. Not much develops there. He'll get this to about the 43. Second down and 8. Another run here for Robinson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Here's 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.